It started with a joke. That's how most disasters begin. Not with thunder, not with sirens, but with laughter. The wedding hall glittered under golden chandeliers. Music floated softly through the air. Waiters moved between tables like trained shadows. Outside, Lagos traffic hummed its usual impatient melody. Inside, 5 women sat at table 12. 5 wives, 5 rings, 5 private battles no one else could see. Amara adjusted her gele and forced a smile as someone at the next table shouted, "Marriage looks good on you." She nodded politely. Across the hall, her husband Kunle laughed with the groom's friends. She watched him carefully. He hadn't looked at her in the last 20 minutes. Not when she fixed her makeup, not when she shifted in her seat, not when another man complimented her dress. She told herself it didn't matter. But it did. Across from her, Vivian leaned forward, her voice low and sharp. "My husband didn't even say I look fine today. Men are so unromantic." Bisi laughed, swelling her drink. "Mine only notices when food is ready." Zainab giggled nervously. She had been married only 8 months. Everything still felt fragile. Ifunaya adjusted her church badge and sighed. You people are lucky. At least your husbands talk. Mine just grunts." They burst into laughter. It felt good, safe. Shared frustration tasted sweeter than silent endurance. Vivian raised her glass. "We need our own space. Married women only. No judging, no pretending." Bisi snapped her fingers. "Yes, a group chat where we can say the truth." Zainab clapped softly. "Call it something cute." Vivian smiled and began typing. "Real wives only." And just like that, the group was born. The first week was harmless. Memes about husbands forgetting anniversaries, voice notes about snoring, screenshots of funny text messages. Amara found herself smiling at her phone more than her husband. At night, she would lie beside Kunle, her screen glowing against her face, while he watched sports highlights. "Why are you smiling?" he asked once. "Nothing," she replied quickly. "Just something online." But it wasn't just something online. It was validation. 3 weeks later, the tone changed. Vivian sent a long voice note one afternoon. "The problem with many wives is that they make their husband too comfortable. If he doesn't fear losing you, you've already lost." Fire emojis filled the chat. "Say it louder," Bisi typed. "A wise woman keeps mystery," Ifunaya added. Amara replayed the voice note twice. "Fear losing you." That sentence stayed in her mind. That evening, when Kule came home tired and dropped onto the couch, she watched him differently. Too relaxed, too certain, too secure. It started subtly. One afternoon, Bisi posted a picture of a brand new Lexus in her driveway. "Just because," she wrote. Vivian replied instantly, "As you should." Amara stared at the photo longer than she expected. Kule had promised they would upgrade their car next year. Next year suddenly felt like neglect. That night, she mentioned it casually. Bisi's husband bought her a new car. Kule shrugged. "Good for them." She waited. Nothing more came. Silence grew teeth. 2 months in, the group evolved. It was no longer venting, it was coaching. One evening, Zainab typed nervously, "My husband didn't call me during lunch today." Within seconds, the advice poured. "Don't call him first," Vivian replied. "Let him feel it." "A man chases what withdraws," Ifunaya added. "Post a cute picture," Bisi said. "Let him wonder." Zainab followed the advice. She posted a cute selfie. Her husband called within minutes. The group celebrated like they had won a battle. Strategy worked. One Friday, Kunle came home late. "Traffic was crazy," he said. Later that night, Amara typed into the group. "He came home late, said traffic." "Check his phone," Vivian replied immediately. "Men use traffic as code," Bisi added. "Act normal first," Ifunaya advised. Amara had never checked Kunle's phone before, but that night while he showered, she picked it up. Her hands trembled. She entered the password. Nothing suspicious. Nothing at all. Yet, somehow, she felt disappointed because suspicion had already been planted. Over the months, small things became magnified. If he forgot to compliment her cooking, she reported it. If he fell asleep early, she analyzed it. If he laughed too freely at a female colleague's joke, she documented it. The group dissected everything. She's too comfortable around him. Watch that one. Don't be naive. Amara began seeing threats where none had existed. Peace quietly packed its bags. One evening, Kunle sighed deeply. "I'm just tired," he said. Amara posted immediately. "He says he's tired for 2 weeks now." Emotionally withdrawing, Vivian responded. "Classic sign," Ifunaya added. "Men don't get tired," BC typed. "They get interested elsewhere." That night, instead of holding him, Amara turned away. "Are you okay?" he asked. "Fine." Cold, controlled, strategic. Meanwhile, Zainab admitted she had denied her husband intimacy for 4 days to teach him a lesson. The group applauded her strength. BC confessed she had started texting a colleague just for conversation. Vivian called it harmless. Screenshots of private arguments were shared like trophies. Power felt intoxicating. No one noticed that every screenshot was a brick removed from trust. One late night, Amara scrolled through old messages. She noticed something. Vivian gave the strongest advice, the boldest commands, the most extreme strategies, but she rarely mentioned her own husband. Amara typed casually, "Vivian, how's your husband reacting to all this wisdom?" There was a pause, longer than usual, then a laughing emoji. "My situation is different." No explanation followed. The conversation shifted, but doubt lingered. 3 days later, Amara confronted Kunle angrily about a female co-worker's emoji comment on his photo. "It's just a comment," he said calmly. "You think I'm stupid?" He looked at her carefully. "Where is this coming from?" She almost told him. The group, the advice, the fear. But instead, she said, "I'm just paying attention now." Attention had become surveillance. Love had become strategy. One late night, Kunle sat at the edge of the bed. "I don't recognize you lately," he said gently. Her chest tightened. "You are suspicious, defensive, like you are fighting something I can't see." She swallowed hard. "I just don't want to be taken for granted." He looked at her for a long moment. "I married you, not a competition." The words landed heavily. Competition. Had it become that? Before she could respond, her phone buzzed. Real wives only. Another voice note from Vivian. Kunle saw the notification. He didn't speak, but something in his eyes dimmed. Then one Sunday afternoon, Amara received a private message from an unknown number. "If you value your marriage, be careful who you take advice from." Her heart began to race. Another message followed. A screenshot. Vivian's Facebook profile. Relationship status, divorced. Updated 2 years ago. 2 years. 2 years she had been divorced, yet she had been leading married women, coaching them, guiding them. Her phone buzzed again. Vivian typed in the group, "Sometimes drastic action is necessary. A man must feel shock to change." Shock, fear, control. Amara looked up. Kunle was in the kitchen, humming softly as he made tea for both of them. Simple, present, unaware. And for the first time in months, she wondered, had I been fighting my husband with someone else's pain? Her phone buzzed again. This time, she didn't open it.